Hello, Dan. I really appreciated your video on how to avoid Christmas disaster. Now, the story that I'm about to tell does not necessarily involve choking or Christmas, but it does involve some ignorance, like you had demonstrated in your video with not knowing how to help someone in crisis. So, let's get started. I would say it was probably sometime in the year 2011. My friends and I were on a school trip to Washington, D.C. together. Now already you can see how this is sort of a recipe for disaster since we were all like 14 years old and hormonal and just kind of awful in general. But what really happened is my friend Peyton, she had a friend named Koki who she met over, I don't even know how, it was some very odd internet situation. And he was an adult and he told her that he worked at a casino. And he told my friend Peyton this story about how one day there was a woman who was eating in the little restaurant section of the casino and she started choking. Well, actually, she just started coughing. It was questionable whether or not she was choking at that point, but she just started coughing, and so this man jumped out of his chair, ran over to her, started screaming Heimlich maneuver, and shaking her by the shoulders. Now I'm pretty sure you can imagine how far off from the Heimlich maneuver this is, and just how totally ridiculous it is. And of course Peyton told my friends and I all this story, and we thought it was the most hilarious thing ever. Now, what really makes this interesting is during the trip to Washington, D.C., Peyton had really bad bronchitis. But we didn't know it was bronchitis at the time because she hadn't gone to see a doctor and they hadn't diagnosed it, so we just thought that she had like a cold, and so she kept coughing and she had these really bad, like, she smoked like 3 packs a day sort of cough, and it was like so what happened every time she started coughing is we would shout Heimlich maneuver and just shake her vigorously by the shoulders. Now I'm sure that you can see that this would get tiring for her, but we thought it was the funniest thing ever, and as you can tell, I still find it a little bit funny. And I don't know, I just thought of this story this morning for the first time in quite a while while watching your video about how to help someone who's choking in an appropriate manner. I really hope that this man who initially shook the woman watches this video and now learns how to help a person who is choking in a way that does not involve shaking them by the shoulders. Have a wonderful day. Hello! Also, for any of my regular viewers who are wondering where I am in the basement of my home, and I'm sorry for the mess behind me, but things are a little bit crazy right now because of the upcoming holiday. So my mom sent me down here, so I am now vlogging in a new location, and Daisy wants more of my attention, sorry. Let's say bye, Daisy.
Bye! I only have 3 legs! Ah!